The ventilator hissed like a serpent in the dark. I hadn't closed my eyes in 41 hours when my sister's text lit the screen. Aunt Lila's surprise party tomorrow. Be here at dawn. I thumbed back. Ethan's in a coma. I'm not leaving. 3 dots. Then, your choice. Don't call when you need us. The message vanished into delivered silence. Something inside me calcified. Ethan's pulse on the monitor was the only honest thing left in the room, steady, furious, refusing to quit. That night, he woke gasping, pupils blown wide. "Mom," he rasped, "Aunt Lila put something in my juice." I blamed the morphine. His grip on my wrist said otherwise. Lila had always styled herself the family's North Star. She decided whose birthday mattered, whose grief was real, whose marriage was a betrayal. The day I brought Mark home, she smiled with teeth and called him the poacher. After Ethan's accident, the staircase collapse that snapped his spine, she arrived with lilies and crocodile tears, cooing for the cameras in the corridor. I almost applauded the performance. But memory is a scalpel. The afternoon before the fall, she'd insisted on taking Ethan to the park. He returned drowsy, limbs heavy as wet cement. The toxicology report later whispered benzodiazepines, trace but deliberate. I began to listen. I didn't scream. Screaming is what she scripted for me. Proof I was unhinged. Instead, I went cold. I moved Ethan to a satellite clinic under the name E.S. Carter. I cloned Lila's cloud drive, same birthday password she'd used since 1998. There it was, a life insurance rider on Ethan, filed 12 days prior, beneficiary Lila M. Voss, guardian clause with my signature and her spidery mimicry. I printed it, sealed it, slept with it under my pillow like a loaded gun. Phase 2. Bait. I unblocked her number, voice honeyed with defeat. "Lil, I was cruel. Let's bury this over brunch." She arrived in cream linen, martyr chic. I served her childhood favorite, lemon ricotta pancakes, blackberry compote, chamomile tea laced with nothing but truth. Halfway through, I slid the forged policy across the table. Detective Morales' questions, I said, sipping coffee. Signature analysis, pharmacy logs, your handwriting on the dosage chart. Her fork clattered. Porcelain cracked like bone. I smiled the way she taught me small lethalda. "They're pulling warrants tonight." She lunged for her phone. I'd already swapped the SIM. 2 days later, deputies kicked in her cedar shutters at 5:07 a.m. They found the pill crusher in the junk drawer, the practice signatures in a locked diary, the empty vial labeled for migraines that wasn't. The charge, attempted murder in the 2nd degree. Her letters arrived on prison stationery, perfume still clinging to the folds. "I'm sick, darling. Blood pressure. Forgive your only, aunt." I used them to line the cat's box. Ethan learned to walk again in a hallway that smelled of lemon disinfectant instead of lilies. One evening he asked, "Will Aunt Lila ever get out?" I knelt so we were eye level. "Some doors only open one way, bud." He considered this, then hugged me so hard my ribs creaked. "You broke the spell," he whispered. That night I drove past her bungalow. The porch light was off. The roses she'd babied had withered to thorns. The house looked shrunken, as if shame had sanded down its edges. I rolled the window down and let the silence in. It tasted like freedom, clean, metallic, final. Revenge isn't the blaze. It's the moment the smoke clears, and you realize the fire was never yours to feed.